Hi. Good morning. Hi, everybody. How's everyone's weekend? Mine was amazing. I had my whole family here with so much energy and excitement, and then everyone left, and it was so quiet. Good morning. Hi, Holly. Good morning. How is everybody? How is everyone's weekend? Let me grab my other deck. Okay. Good morning. Hi, Justina. Hi. Oh, I'm so glad it was good. Good. Jake, I have to ask you how old you are. I think you're the same age as my son. How old are you, Jake? My son just turned 23. And I feel like you're in that area. My weekend was so amazing. There's like no words for how great it was having my son. I love when my son's home, the whole dynamic of the family shifts. You're 18. You're actually younger than my baby that I complain about all day long. Oh, that's amazing. You are an old soul. Thanks for helping me, Jake. I really appreciate it. I really do. Um, yeah, so for 4 years, it's mostly just my daughter home because my son stayed and went to college in Arizona and stayed in Arizona. And so now it's so nice because he tends to come home when she's home for breaks from school. So, hi, the whole dynamic just shifts. It's so nice. It's amazing. So it was so amazing. I keep saying amazing, but so nice to have them home. Oh my gosh. When my kids are home, it makes me so happy. I'm that mom. I'm that annoying mother who always wants her children. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing really well today. We are closing out a bunch of the merch. So if there's things you want, like, I don't know if we're keeping this. You do, Holly? That's crazy. So my 19-year-old goes to U of O, and she is home this summer, but she's nannying in the East Bay because we live in the Valley and you don't make as much in the Valley. So she's nannying in the East Bay and staying with my mom. So I only have her weekends, which actually works because sometimes Charlie can not be that patient with me. Because Charlie's 19. That's why. But that's amazing. Your son, oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. But it is leaving the college thing is the most bittersweet thing in the whole entire world, right? That college thing, you're so proud. You've never been so proud, but all of a sudden you're like a spectator in their life instead of like controlling their life. And it's so hard. Brandy's going to take the list right now. I think that we're going to use this deck because I'm so obsessed with it. So let me get these all shuffled and all started. As always, you guys can make appointments with me. I have tons of availability this week. Lots of email readings, lots of ribbon readings. You guys are loving that, which is interesting. I never wanted to be... oh, I'm so sorry. Melody is my mom's name. It's really interesting. So I love your name. And I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine what it would feel like to lose a child. And my heart is with you. Grief is hard enough when it's something we expect, but to lose a child is just awful. I'm so sorry. Everybody send her so much love. I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine. Oh, that's beautiful. Drop your first name, last initial, and everybody gets a card. And if you have drop your first name, last initial, and everyone gets a card. If you have a specific question, you can Cash App or Venmo me. One of the mods will be throwing that up, and then you can always make a one-on-one appointment with me. Those are done over Zoom, and you get a copy if you want it. I have lots of clients who are like, don't give it to me, so I usually ask at the end, do you want a copy of this? Do you not? I prefer to do mediumship over Zoom, like one-on-one, but I will do it on here. As you guys know, if you pay $10, I will do it on here. But I think when we're dealing with the loss of loved ones and lots of family members wanting to feel like everything's okay, the Zoom's really nice, even if it's only for 15 minutes, because you can share it. Mediumship, we usually do 30 minutes. but then you have a copy of it, and I think that that's really, really nice. But everyone can get a card if you have specific questions. You want past lives, I need to find that deck, things like that. You can $10 cash out me or make me an appointment, and we'll get into past lives and shadow work. And so much of what I do is, shadow work, inner child healing, and using the cards to help us. Oh, Jake, you're so sweet. We do. We hope everyone's having a good day and not too hot out there. Okay, here we go. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. Here we go. I'm going to cut this thing, and then it is all shuffled, and here we go. Kathy, breath of the cosmos. My will thy will. Micromanaging the universe. So this is hard, right? As humans, we want control, and we long for control, and we are constantly trying to control everything around us. I swear it's like we're taught to do that or something. I don't know why it's so innately in us that we want to control everything. But what's so hard about that is life is not controllable. The only thing that you are guaranteed in life is like uncertainty and change. So the sooner we can kind of just breathe through the mess and trust that we can see clearly in the middle of it, everything gets way easier. So that's a gift to give to yourself, to try to like let go of feeling like you need to control the situation. And let me tell you, the first card in Tarot of the Fool's Journey, the very first card in there is the Fool. And if the Fool's reversed, it's about being careless and trying to control the Magician. If the Magician's reversed, it's about manipulating things and manipulating life to try to make things go your way, right? So know that that's the most natural thing in the world, to try to control a situation for the desired outcome, but it usually doesn't work the way you want it to, and it causes a lot of stress, and it can be extraordinarily destabilizing and ungrounding to try to make things fit and make square pegs fit in round holes, right? Okay, I'm sorry, who is next? I'm just talking. Hi, Annie. Good morning, Annie. Seeing potential, bringing a consciousness to light. I feel like there's someone new in your life, and you can see something in them. You can see something in them that other people can't. I think that that's amazing. I think that that is the greatest thing ever. But remember that you can't change people. But what you can do is love them for exactly who they are, shine a light on those positive attributes you're seeing, and hope that they grow into that positivity, right? Hold on, I'm taking a sip of coffee. Good morning, Karina. Hi, Karina. How are you today? Longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. So you are just feeling like you have this need to heal, this need to give back, this need to be like the beacon, the light in someone's life. You can do that. You can totally do that, right? You have every ability to do that. So if you're feeling called to heal in whatever capacity that is, whatever that looks like, you can do that. You're supposed to do that. It's part of your soul contract to do that. Believe in yourself, really. And healing looks like different things. I also want to say, there's a lot of women on here. Do you not see your hairstylist as a healer? Like when I go to my hairstylist, I feel healed, right? Like that's amazing. When I see certain content on here that speaks to me, I feel healed. So don't think like a healer just means being like a Reiki person. It just means holding someone up in their light. Brandy, play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So go make that inner child happy. Maybe play with your new dog. I feel like that would be really good. Here we go. Jake, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. And you are at this time in your life where you can create anything and make anything happen and do anything you want, Jake. So do it. Like, don't, do it. Just forge. And Justina. Baby steps. I'm going to show you baby steps. It's going to be hard. Justina, it's going to be hard. None of this is easy, right? But you're going to be okay. Baby steps. Baby steps. All right, you guys, who's next? Melody. Melody, my mother's name, Melody. And I'm so sorry, Melody. So Melody, you're being called to start a meditation practice. And I think it's very interesting. This card is called the Golden Children. And it says inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. But because you told me that you're trying to connect with your son and get answers about what happened with your son, I'm feel like this is a card meant solely for you about starting a meditation practice and learning to connect through the grief. I think it's really, really going to help you. I suggest a free app all the time called Insight Timer. I want you to like learn how to meditate, first of all, and then start doing some guided meditations for intuition and clairvoyance. And you can type it and search in the search bar for anything. But I think that in grief, there's tons of grief guided meditations. Those will be really, really helpful too. I think those would be beautiful for you, Melody. And I think that that was a perfect card for what you're going through. And that's why I say so often, you can always, oh, hey, Amber, good morning. Amber's been on vacation, but she's our moderator too. It's like her first time here. So Holly, the mirror card, this card is such a bitch, right? Because whatever's triggering you, if you're arguing with someone right now, I need you to know whatever is driving you crazy about that person is whatever is good. It's something about what's going on inside you. It's triggering something in you, and you've got to figure out that's that mirror thing. You got to do that shadow work. If you guys don't know, it's on Amazon right now. There's a link in my bio. Created a shadow work prompted journal. And this is such an example of that. Like, you know, when I'm fighting with my daughter all the time, I talk about it all the time. She's my little mirror. She is me. Everything I don't like about myself, or I didn't like about myself, and, you know, as I aged, is her. And she just sits in there and she does it. And I'm like, right? So, and it's so hard to realize that they're your mirrors, right? And that these things are happening because of that. So just know that, you know, do your shadow work, start to love those pieces of yourself that you've been told to hate or that you don't like. It's going to be really, really helpful, I think. And you guys can check out, it's very affordable. It is on Amazon, self-guided inner child healing, shadow work healing, trauma recovery healing. And what that does, when you do that shadow work, this is why witches are always talking about shadow work. When you do that shadow work, your intuition grows, right? And that's when you start to see those gifts that you've repressed in anxiety and fear. So it actually is called shadow work, inner child healing, trauma recovery, to increase repressed intuition. Because when you start to like yourself, you start to believe yourself, and then those gifts you've said aren't there start to shine. Annabelle, you are bringing in harmony to a situation. And I know that you feel like you can't, and you're like, why do I have to be the peacemaker? And like, why do I have to figure out? But you're the one. You're the one. Because you're not in your ego, and because you have the ability to say, listen, I feel like we can come together and speak in a kinder way. My intention was not to hurt you. That's the conversation you need to have, and you're being called to have it. Welcome everybody who's just joining. Thanks for being here today. I saw that I sold 100 journals over the weekend. You guys, oh my God, your support means everything. There's even already reviews up. So I want to thank you guys for, I mean, honestly, like I never thought I could. The idea that this stroke victim created that thing. So just so you know, the margins may be off a little. It may not be perfect, but no, your stroke friend did it. Rachel H. Doors are opening. Rachel, this is important. You get to make a serious life-changing decision. You get to. And you've got to believe in yourself. Here's the thing. When these things come up, sometimes our self-esteem is so low that we won't choose the thing that is going to make our life change for the better, because we don't think we can do it. We don't think we deserve it. We're scared of change. Listen, this is a just say yes card. This is they're calling it a wild card. Like, your life can change right now, but you have to believe that you're capable of that change, right? And again, that's where that shadow work comes in. That's how that happens. Amanda B, you're in a time that you need nothing but, I do a ribbon reading, and I will tell you, for anyone who's asking for colors, they're only $30. Do a ribbon reading, and then you'll get like a complete reading, not just like a tidbit. Amanda, listen, you're going through it. And not only are you going through it, Amanda, you've been going through it. It's a cycle. It's a cycle, and it's painful, and it's hard, and it's been a lot. And you keep trying to get better. Like, you're trying to get to that next step. Like, I can do this. I can step out of this and get through it. But the thing is, that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is heal and be gentle with yourself and be easy with yourself. You're going to get into this like chronic stress thing where you're just trying to get to the next destination. Be careful of that. Right now, the only thing you need to do is heal. And I know that sounds so stupid, but I don't care if you sit on a couch and binge all the Sopranos before the movie comes out. something, right? So that you feel like you're getting the healing that you need, right? And that journal is helpful for that. And so are the moon manuals are helpful for that. A lot of what I do is helpful for self-healing from, deep holistic level. But that's what you need right now is healing. Kimmy G. Seating lane. Okay, so you have a plan. It's going to work. I want you, when you're thinking about this plan though, right? I want you to think about it like you're growing a garden. You can't just be like, I want some lettuce, right? You have to make a plan so that lettuce grows. So right now you're planting the seeds, laying the foundation, coming up with the plans, but it needs to be nurtured and you need to work on that plan. I tell people that all the time. You can manifest till you're blue in the face, but you've got to there has to be action behind the wishes. And that's what this is, right? There needs to be action. So plant that garden, plant that seed, watch it grow, believe, way better. My phone was so dirty. Watch it grow, believe in yourself, right? You can do this. You can do this. This idea is important. Missy S, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So, you, Missy, are past, the seeding and you're kind of at harvest, right? So be gentle when you're harvesting. It's that same kind of thing. But you can see how these manifestations, right? Am I making sense? Yeah. Very little sleep this weekend. I was staying up till 3 a.m. with my children ever since Friday night. So if I'm babbly, I'm sorry. Oh, hi, Sherry. Sherry, just say yes. And I feel like there's something serious about to happen. Like life-changing and really good. Like I pulled this and I was like, Sherry. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, and you're going to remember with court all the time. You always have to remember with court that it's very back and forth until they make their firm decision. And then they're like, oh, done. Right. So I don't know, Michelle, if I've told you this, but I was in a custody battle for close to 8 years. Yeah. Sherry, please make an appointment. I'm dying to know what's happening. But I was in a custody battle for close to 8 years. And I would come home sometimes and be like, the judge thinks I'm fucking crazy. I'm never getting these kids. And after a very long time, Amber, I missed you. Oh my God, Amber, child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. I've told you this a million times that you are so gifted and you are so special and you're so amazing. And I can't believe I forgot you when I was reading cards. I suck so bad, but that has nothing to do with how I feel about you or how magical you are. So it's just hard, right? It's just custody battles are difficult. And I'm with you. I got you. Try not to take it too personally as you're going through the whiplash of it all. The idea that I spent 8 years in court on custody is the craziest shit that I say out loud so often, right? But everything worked out exactly how it was supposed to work out, right? It did. But God, what a hard, no wonder I'm so sick. Court is awful. Custody court, all that stuff is just a fucking nightmare. Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. Good morning. Deep love. So you're birthing something new. And I don't love to talk about fertility things, but this feels like something that you have wanted your entire life. So of course that always goes into like a child and, maybe it is, but it could be anything. Like I literally keep saying about that journal, it was a labor of love. Like I birthed that book. Like the merch, I love it. It's super cute. It's stuff that I love, but I didn't fucking lock myself someplace up and like birth something, right? So that's what this is about. It doesn't always need to be a child. But you just need to, know that there's so many things that you can birth and create that mean everything to you. That's exactly, like I said, how I feel about the journal. Because I never thought I could do it. I think that's part of that birthing project. The being able to do these things, you have these self-limiting beliefs and you tell yourself, even my girlfriend goes, what do you mean you wrote a book? You can't even remember what happened 5 minutes ago. I'm like, I know, but I did it, bitch. I did it. It's on Amazon, right? So it's about, breaking through that stuff. Kayla. Oh, Empathetic starseed, absorbing what's not yours. So Kayla, you're my favorite person to work with. When I start working with people, they're taking so much on, they don't even know like what they're taking on, right? And I work with empaths every day. So just remember what belongs to you and what doesn't. Try to be really mindful. If someone comes home stressed out and change the whole energy of the house, be like, oh, this is stressing me out, but you know what? There's no reason to because it doesn't belong to me. And cut that cord. Be like, ooh, take your energy somewhere else. It's hurting me, right? It takes a long time to learn how to do that, a long time. But let me tell you, it's amazing. It's such a huge gift when you can learn. And a lot of people who work with me are on here, and we work hard on that. Jocelyn. Oh, stay grounded, Jocelyn. So you have so many gifts and you have so much to give the world, but you have a trouble staying grounded. You're a little anxious, a little worried, a little concerned. So, really, like I always say it because I think it's the best analogy. Try to like imagine rooting into the ground and being like solid like a tree. And like no matter what happens in life, you sway, right? You don't break. You never want to break, right? No matter how crazy that storm gets, you just want to sway. So imagine yourself like this noble, deep, grounded tree, right? And it helps. And if that doesn't help, go outside and stand outside barefoot and really try to earth. Nora A. Ooh, you got the High Priestess card, Nora, which means that you're meant to lead. And you're meant to lead because people trust you. And because you have this ability to give this divine guidance, right? So figure out what that's about, how to hone it, and how to be, and trust. That imposter syndrome gets in, and I want you to stay away from that imposter syndrome because you're not an imposter. You're not being called to do this. You've just got to do it. Yeah, I think earthing's important. My husband says all the time, he's such a little hippie. He thinks he's a gangster, but he's such a hippie. He's like, when I work on the yard, I always make sure I'm barefoot and earths. I'm like, oh, you're sexy. Trisha T. Good morning, Trisha T. It's all coming together, intuitive hits. So, and I think that there's another person involved. I think you're trying to make a decision, and it has to do with, I feel like you're thinking about maybe moving as how I'm feeling. I can't really put my finger on it, but I feel like you're thinking about moving closer to a friend or a group of friends or a gathering or something, but it's going to be beautiful and you should do it and you should trust that you're feeling called to do it. Good morning. Thank you. You just came from shadow work and you got back pink. So pink, the shadow work for pink means, and I don't want to, it's so exhausting when I repeat this, pink was the one I forgot to put. So that's the only reason. And that is my shadow work color is pink. My first color is blue and I have a talking thing. I need to stay balanced about my talking, right? So, and that's how I appear to people, like a fucking talker. And then and sometimes I can be not super careful with my words. I had to really learn that. So that's the blue thing. Pink is the second color, which is my second color, is that I can be extraordinarily codependent. I used to have a people-pleasing problem. I was incapable of saying no. That's your shadow work, right? Heart chakra, pink. So that shadow work is, and you can look up balanced on which side, right? So it can go either way. But generally speaking, the people who follow me and that I intuitively work with tend to be people who are so good at filling other people's cups, but incapable of filling their own. So that is pink. That is pink. And this is another fun thing that we can do over Zoom appointments. We talk about this a lot and what to do to kind of course correct some of the choices we've made in our life. And don't forget, you guys, you can ask me questions. I don't think I've gotten any today, but if you have a question you want the answer to, you can Cash App or Venmo me or always make an appointment. Josephine. So there is something, and I feel like there's like a 23andMe DNA type thing involved in this, but something's going to come out, and I don't know if it has yet or if it hasn't yet, but there's like some like missing sibling someplace or fake aunt or something, and it's going to come out. And it's going to be amazing though. I think at first people are going to be like, oh, and then you're going to be like, oh my God. So I think that there's a lot happening around that. I'm very interested to see how that plays out. If that, really interested to hear how that plays out. If this plays out how I think it's going to, oh my God. Make an appointment with me because really? Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I knew it. I'm like, ooh, this is a 23. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's amazing. What a gift. She's going to end up being, I'm playing with this lip tint stuff. Thank you. I think, yeah, thanks. I feel like I look old without lipstick now. God, I've never worn lipstick. She will when she's ready. She's afraid. She's afraid. It's a lot, but what a gift she's going to be in your life. You have no idea. She's going to be a huge gift in your life. I'm like really excited for you in this journey. So, and I would love when she connects with you for you guys to make like a dual appointment with me so I can tell you about your past lives together and stuff. It's super fucking beautiful. So, oh my God, big hugs, super beautiful. She'll connect when she's ready. She's just afraid, but she will. So excited for you. And she may not have that. Actually, she also may not have the app on her phone. I'm realizing too. I'm thinking that, I don't know if she's getting the community. She will though. But I feel like maybe like she didn't get it. Okay. Candace K. Okay. So you got the double mission card, which seems like it's super amazing. But when we have the double mission card, it usually means that we're extraordinarily empathic and we feel a little weird. Like we don't really fit in with everybody. So, I definitely feel like it's okay if you're like, ugh, like no one gets me. I beat to my own drummer, but I want to help people. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. So sweet. I think that's, it's a hard card. But the thing is, when you get through all that gunk of the way that you think you're supposed to be versus who you really are, and that's a lot of gunk to get through, right? That's what my journal's about. It has these prompts that I will tell you. I want to hear something funny. So my mom's so proud of me. Like my mother's all about like achievement, right? So I write this book and she's like, oh my God, my daughter wrote a book, right? So then I said, she want to look at the prompts, like, and look at the manuscript and see what it says. She calls me an hour later and goes, this was really hard. Like, who wants to ask themselves questions like this? I don't want to know, this is a lot for me. And I found it extraordinarily difficult. Okay, this isn't easy work, right? And I thought it was hysterical because my kids saw it and were like, this is shit you say to us every day, right? But it's hard work. It's extraordinarily difficult if you haven't worked on it. But when you work on that, suddenly you're like, oh, of course I'm not one with this world because I'm like this high vibrating fucking awesome ass person. So of course I'm like that. And it's okay. That has nothing to do with me. But it takes a while to get there. And you are a high vibrating, awesome, badass, very empathetic, intuitive starseed. So be kind to yourself. The link is in my bio and it is on Amazon. It is on Amazon, yeah. And I'll show you guys pages when I get my editor copy. Some of you are going to get it before me because people were ordering it before they like allowed me to get an editor's copy. So you guys are going to like see it before I even see it. So you got to tag me in them and like, let me know how you like it. Ashley N. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So Ashley, let me tell you, this is a biggie, right? I think we all go through these periods, especially if we've fallen out with like someone we're really close to, that we kind of don't pay attention to the people on I always say this word wrong, but like periphery. Did I say that right? So, I know that right now you feel like the people that you want to be connected to aren't where they should be, but there's so many people who love you so much that it's kind of like you can't see it because of, I feel like this one relationship not being what you need it to be, and it's making you feel super, super isolated, but you're not, right? I do this a lot where I'll be like, I have no friends. That's not true. I lost a friend that held a lot of space in my heart and a lot of space in my life. And without her, no matter how many people I have that love me, without her, I always somehow feel alone. But it's only because that's my shit and me not realizing that other people might not fill my life up the same way, but they're still there and they're trying really hard and they do, love me dearly. And that's what's going on with you. It's called Find Your Light. And you can just type in Stacy Luna Find Your Light in Amazon, but it's also, there's a link in my bio that takes you right there. So it's green. It's like the only green link, I think. My assistant's always messing with that page, so I don't know. Okay, Vanessa, soul family. You don't have to do it alone. And I love this card. Soul family card means that someone in your life was destined to be a part of your life. They were, ooh, let me know what they are. Message me, Lou, and let me know about your books. Someone in your life is meant to be in your life in this soul level, like, and you know it. You know that you aren't like genetically related, but that without them you can't function, Vanessa. That's someone in your soul family. Like when my current husband came into my life, I was told by so many people part of my soul family was coming, and I had no idea he would adopt my daughter, and that he would be like my son's really only father he has at this point, right? It's a super beautiful thing. It's a very special card. It's very special. So Vanessa, ooh, keep me posted, because something magical and life-changing is going to come to you. Yeah, I love it. And I kept being like, soul family. Okay. All right, whatever, right? But it's magic. So when that card comes, you hold on to it so tight and just trust that feeling. You are welcome. Jenny R. My gosh, now I just got Star Family. You're part of a team of souls, call and support. So the Star Family, I feel like, are the people that come in when you're in trouble, right? It's that person who's like, oh, you're in trouble, I can solve that. Or, that friend who, this is like when you have a baby or you get really sick and your friend starts a meal train. I know that sounds really stupid, but if you've ever gone through something like that and had a friend start a meal train, you understand that that's a big deal. That's really like, it's life-changing when you have that, right? So that's who I feel like the star workers are. I hope that made sense. Oh yeah, send so much love to the mods. We cannot do this without the mods. It's also Amber's first day here, so I keep like forgetting she's here and I feel horrible. Brandy's taking the list again. We have Jake who's just started. So thank the mods. They are amazing. Beatrice M. And if you listen, for the person who I said soul family, if they're not there yet, they're coming. Okay, they're coming. It took 18 months for Anthony to show up. 18 months. So just know they're coming. Okay, Beatrice, you're being called to step up. And intuitively, so you ever get these hits of intuition and you don't know if you're supposed to say anything or not, and you don't know what you're supposed to do with this, and then you get like the receipts about the thing that you thought that you knew, and then you find out for sure that you knew, right? It's so important to me that you're getting this hit, you're getting this intuition, you're getting this information so that you can do something with it, right? So it's okay to do something with it. And sometimes, and these cards say it all the time, and I've done it so many times where I do something and then there's like collateral damage, of course, because I've stood up for what's right. And then I hate myself, but don't hate yourself, because part of being a healer and being called to do these things, or that you do stand up for what's right. And that when you do get this information, it's because you're the safe person to have the information to move forward and make that change, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Llewellyn. And I have 3 piles going, you guys, and I'm intuitively picking. I should show you can you see that I have 3 piles and I'm like intuitively picking from each pile? Just thought I would show you that because you guys never see what I'm doing down here. Okay, so I am getting for, where am I? Llewellyn. I'm getting Pleiades, which everybody wants. Everybody wants to be a Pleiadian and be like this deep healer who uplifts humanity. You're a channeler. I don't know that you can channel yet. I think you do not know that you can channel yet. And I'm going to suggest that you really work on meditation. I think it's funny. I'm pretty sure you just told me that you had 2 books. Of course you do, because you are a double missioned girl from Pleiades trying to uplift humanity, right? You want to uplift humanity and make things good. So that's what you're doing. But you also are a gifted channeler. So work on your intuition, work on that. You have a gift to share and to learn. So just work on that meditation. Everyone all the time. I'm more psychic. I want to be able to connect. Well, that is grounding and meditation. That's all that is. Tina K. Council of Life. Helpers in the subtle realms. So this is about, the way I'm reading this, I'm just telling you, Tina, how I feel is that you have a ancestral army behind you, helping you to pave the way and make you get where you need to be. right? That is how I feel, is like what's happening right now. So if doors are opening, roads are opening, things are happening, trust it, because your guides are setting that up. Your ancestors are behind you being like, go bitch, go bitch, go bitch, right? So do it. Do I believe in twin flames? I believe that twin flames are usually more difficult than people. I don't like romanticize them the way other people romanticize twin flames. I actually believe that my twin flame is my best friend, because we go through these things where we're great, and then we have to have like a few years apart. And I think we're constantly learning from each other and triggering each other, and especially because we've been friends since we were really little. And right now we're in a period apart, and I deal with that by being like, she's my twin flame, right? Now in relationships, I think that twin flames can be extraordinarily difficult and triggering and maybe unhealthy, and almost kind of be similar to karmic relationships, unless you've done your work, right? When you've done your work, I think it's different. So I don't romanticize the twin flame like other people romanticize the twin flame, right? I just don't. So in that way, I'm a little different. Meditation suggestions I love, and I'm constantly telling people to get the app Insight Timer. It's amazing, especially because it's free. It will teach you how to meditate. And then even better than teaching you how to meditate, it kind of keeps track like a Fitbit, which I love. And you can, anything, like say you want angels, you put in a search bar angel meditation and it'll do it. Say you need grief, you type in grief. Say you're feeling anxious. Say you need to go to sleep, right? So I love that. Jennifer PH, leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So whatever it is that you're super afraid to do, but you want to do, there's something that you want to do, but you're like so afraid, do it. You're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. The worst thing that can happen is you have to course correct and it doesn't go exactly how you thought it would. So what? At least you have an answer. At least you're not sitting there like waiting. Oh, I'm glad you agree with me. Thank you. Sharita. Deep replenishment, rest, just rest, right? And see, we have been taught in this society that like we have to be busy and we have to be doing things, right? And that we have to be getting, like I said, to that like destination thing, like to the next place, the next level, the next this, the next that. That's not true. That is awesome bullshit. What you need to do is fill your own cup, rest, retreat, take care of yourself, do something that makes you happy. I'm not saying like don't go to work, but what I am saying is maybe after work, if you put in that already, that little extra time, you can put that away and just be. And it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to ask for like to be held and loved, and just, they say a 3-minute hug like changes the whole way your body is creating energy. Nima, inner temple, tune into the portal of your heart. So this means you got to do some inner work, right? This is where that inner child healing, trauma recovery, all those things come in, so that you can kind of figure out what's going on with your subconscious, so it's not so deeply put in a place that you can't access it at all, right? So you need some deep time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just healing and working on yourself. It's really, honestly, really helpful to kind of do that stuff. If, the Moon Manifestation Manuals, that healing book, that's all what that is. Carmen P, right? Carmen P, align your life. So there's something that needs tweaking in your life. Now, listen, I feel like I used to tell my employees all the time that work-life balance is like some game that we've made up in our head that we can never, ever make happen. Like, you're always going to lose. So when I'm telling you to make an alignment, I know it's hard. I know it's not easy to find a way, but something, and I know that you know what it is. So you got to figure out. For some reason, I feel like maybe you need to hire a babysitter or something. I don't know what it is. You need someone to come in and help you. Maybe it's not a babysitter. Maybe it's someone to help clean the house. But you need to call someone in to help you a little. It's just you're out of alignment. Danny L. Inner Earth. Listen, so this is a hard card. It means that you are in a position, Danny, where you're feeling like you're not going to get through this. Like, this is hard. This is one of those soul growth lessons that's hard. But listen, solutions are coming. You can see that, this is a great visual, because it's like they're in a cave and they're looking out and they can see that they can dig out, but they can't quite get out. Solutions are coming. Answers are coming. People are coming to help you. If you have a specific question, like a yes or no question, $10 Cash App or Venmo, and I'll answer it for you. Van L. Share your voice. I know that you feel like no one understands you, and I know that you feel like persecuted. I can tell, Van, you feel like no one thinks that what you say has value. It's not true, and you're allowed to speak up for yourself. It's totally okay to speak up for yourself and to say, now listen, I want you to be mindful of your words, right? You know, my intention is not to threaten you or make you feel some sort of way, but I think you need to understand how I feel walking my journey every day by myself, not feeling supported, right? I think that that's, you know, it's important. You're allowed to say, I don't need you to judge me on this journey I am walking. I need you to walk with me and support me, right? You're allowed to say that, but just think of, you know, it's the delivery. So often it's the delivery. You know, what we're saying isn't wrong. It's the way that we're saying it. And when we say things in a way that puts other people on the defense, it can be extraordinarily difficult to get heard. So whatever you do, think about that you don't want to put them on the defense, right? You know, I respect you and I care about you, and that's why it hurts so much that I feel this way, right? Bye, Justina. Love you, honey. Have the best day. Listen, I'm around if you need me all day. I'm around if you need me. So just, you know, hit me up. You are welcome. So how's everyone doing? Are we ready to call it? Usually we call it at about 8:40. Please, you guys, make an appointment. Check out my links in the bio. Everything's there. Everything you are. And I am a blog writer, so tons and tons of blogs you can access from my website. I'm pretty, okay, last name is Sierra, so let's do it, Sierra. Let's do it. Hold on, Sierra, here it is. A second star family. So with the star family, like I said, someone's coming in to help you. Someone's coming in to help you. It's going to be life-changing. This is the one that I liken to like the meal trains, right? All right, you guys, we will see you tomorrow morning. Please make an appointment. I'd love to work with you guys, and we will, again, see you tomorrow morning. Bye.